Welcome back to The Explainer. Today's the day we wrap up the whole series with part 6 of our 6-part tutorial. In this final lesson, we're zooming in exclusively on the core insights from Chapter 6, Managing the New Frontier of Organizational Spend. Listen, if you're managing technology or finance right now, you already know that artificial intelligence is rapidly becoming embedded in our daily operations. But along with that incredible innovation comes a fundamentally new category of organizational spend, and it operates by entirely different rules. So today we're going to expose the hidden layers of AI costs and equip you with a systemic playbook to bring this wild new frontier under rigorous governance.
Okay, get ready for this because you might actually be shocked. The total production costs for AI, they routinely hit 2 to 4 times the raw API invoice you get from your vendors. 2 to 4 times! Most folks just look at that top-line bill from OpenAI, Google, or Microsoft and think, yep, that's what we spent. But as we're going to see, that is literally just the tip of a very, very expensive iceberg.
So I have to ask, do you actually know what your true organizational AI spend is right now? Because with costs just scaling silently in the background, you absolutely have to ask yourself if you've got real visibility into every single dollar going out the door. If you're treating AI spend like your typical software-as-a-service subscription, well, you're definitely underreporting your true costs.
To tackle this, we're going to navigate this complex new reality by looking at the hidden costs, how to achieve radical visibility, auditing that AI spend, training for efficiency, and finally, organizational accountability. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. The hidden AI cost.
First things first, we need to completely shatter the illusion that AI economics behave anything like traditional software licensing. I mean, traditional IT budgeting is honestly delightfully predictable. You provision servers, negotiate fixed per-seat licenses, and boom, your infrastructure costs remain stable. But AI introduces this volatile, totally non-deterministic model. There's no fixed unit cost here, just tweaking a prompt template, a silent model upgrade, or adding a feature that calls a language model on every page load can literally double your monthly bill overnight. And the scariest part? It often happens with zero purchase orders or approval workflows to warn you. Remember that crazy 2 to 4 times multiplier we just talked about? Well, it comes directly from these hidden layers. Take RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. When you build with it, you aren't just paying for the final output. No, you're paying for embedding generation, vector database storage, query operations, which, honestly, can sometimes cost more than the language model itself. Throw in re-ranking calls, compliance moderation APIs, and human-in-the-loop reviews. You can quickly see how these costs, which are completely missing from your main vendor invoice, just stack up so aggressively.
And that brings us right to a massive blind spot: shadow AI. This is the classic scenario where employees across all different departments just go rogue and buy AI tools on their own. We're talking developers slapping a Cursor subscription on a corporate card, or knowledge workers expensing Perplexity or Copilot outside of formal procurement, usually just casually hiding them under software research in their expense reports. Not only are you dealing with redundant spending, but it's a huge compliance nightmare, especially if those unregulated tools are touching sensitive company data.
Section 2. Achieving Radical Visibility.
To actually melt this iceberg of unseen costs, our next step is achieving radical visibility. Because you know the golden rule of finance, you simply cannot manage what you cannot measure. You have to build deliberate instrumentation. Step 1, unify all your API keys, whether that's Azure, Google, Anthropic, or OpenAI, into one single observability monitor. Step 2, get down to token-level tagging. Every request needs metadata attached: who the user is, the team, the project. And Step 3, translate those raw compute metrics into business-aligned KPIs. Instead of just looking at cost per inference, we want dashboards showing cost per customer interaction or cost per resolved ticket. Now you're connecting the spend directly to value delivery. By putting this observability layer in place, you basically transform a flat, confusing monthly invoice into a rich, multi-dimensional dataset. Imagine having tools that intercept and log every inference request in real time. Your team can look at a dashboard and know within minutes if a sudden cost spike came from a specific new feature release or if it was just an individual user running unusually large context windows. It's a total game changer.
Section 3. Auditing AI Spend.
All right, once we've got this radical visibility dialed in, we can stop being reactive and get into the mechanical work of actually finding the waste. A systematic audit has to tackle 3 distinct layers. First up, your enterprise subscriptions. Look, a Microsoft Copilot license sitting unused costs exactly the same as one driving daily value. So you have to audit for actual utilization rates, not just the number of seats. Second, the infrastructure and API layer. This is where you root out idle GPU environments, or catch dev environments running inference at near production scale without any scrutiny. And third, you gotta hunt down that shadow AI layer through expense reports, team surveys, and device scans. Consolidating all that shadow spend back into enterprise agreements usually nets you a fast 20 to 40% in cost savings.
Section 4. Training for efficiency. Let's pivot away from infrastructure for a second and look at the most unexpected but frankly most powerful lever in your entire organization, the daily habits of your end users. The bedrock of cost-efficient behavior is token economics literacy. We literally have to teach employees that every single word they type and every document they attach costs real money. Seriously, an employee who habitually pastes a 20-page document into an AI just to ask a simple summary question, they're generating 10 to 15 times the cost of a colleague who's been trained to just paste the relevant 2 paragraphs. Showing your team the before and after token costs of an optimized prompt is wild. It changes user behavior reliably and immediately.
Next up is model routing. A lot of organizations will roll out a massive flagship model like GPT-4o or Gemini 1.5 Pro, and just let users default to it for absolutely everything. But here's the reality. A huge chunk of everyday tasks like basic formatting, sentiment classification, or simple Q&A can be totally handled by smaller, significantly cheaper models like Gemini Flash. Training your users to route basic tasks to those lighter models, and saving the heavy, expensive frontier models for genuinely complex analytical work, that is one of the highest leverage cost optimizations you can possibly make.
And wrapping up our training pillar, we have semantic caching. By educating your developers and power users to flag repeated query patterns, your engineering team can actually store and reuse AI responses for questions that are semantically similar. Organizations that get proactive about semantic caching are seeing reliable API call volume reductions anywhere from 15 to 50%. That is massive. Section 5. Organizational accountability. Bringing all of these technical and behavioral pieces together requires a real shift in corporate culture. We have to move away from a generic cost-cutting mindset and embrace a mindset of intelligent investment. Managing AI like an investment portfolio demands a really strict operational rhythm. That means daily monitoring for anomaly detection, so if there's a cost spike, it gets routed to a named on-call owner who investigates it within hours. It means weekly reviews where engineering, product, and finance sit down and look at spend versus budget. And it means monthly forecasting sessions using trend data and planned headcount to project what you're going to consume next.
And here is the crucial point to keep in mind. Not all AI spend is equal. If you spend $1 on a language model call that resolves a customer support ticket in 30 seconds instead of 8 minutes, that is a brilliantly efficient investment. But $1 spent generating some massive internal summary report that literally no one ever reads, that is pure waste. The whole reason this operational playbook exists is to give you the exact data you need to distinguish between those two scenarios. To actually enforce this philosophy in the real world, you've got to assign named owners to every single AI application and budget line. Empower those teams with defined monthly token budgets. Set up automated alerts that trigger at 70 and 90% utilization, and establish hard caps that require a formal approval workflow to override. Now, these aren't just restrictive roadblocks. They are well-designed guardrails, and good guardrails actually enable you to move faster because they completely remove the ambiguity. As we wrap up this explainer and officially conclude our 6-part tutorial, I really want to leave you with this final critical thought drawn straight from Chapter 6. The organizations that ultimately win the AI race, they won't necessarily be the ones with the deepest pockets. So in the rush to scale this incredible technology, is your organization simply going to try to outspend the competition? Or will you build the internal FinOps discipline to invest the most intelligently, measure your outcomes rigorously, and maximize the return on every single token you consume? The choice is entirely yours.